With Lawrence, nothing is a coincidence. He meant for this treasure to be found. I'm getting closer, and the more I uncover, the more scared I am to say anything. I sense that someone is following in my tracks, ever so slightly out of sight. I found my journal open on my desk this morning. I always lock it away, and last week I thought I heard someone outside my cabin out in the snow, but when I peeked out, no one was there. I'm not imagining this. It's real. I swear it is. There is no one I can trust. Not even Dagny. Not even Elizabeth. So you know Elizabeth then. In town, no, the town has their cute tourist story, but I alone know the truth. Pretty cocky. Searching for these pieces has been the thread connecting the seams of my life. I found the first when I was a boy, a small button, clearly old and carved with no sense of its belonging. I've never told Elizabeth about any of it. Every weekend, my private clients ask me to chart a new course for some new tourist destination. They always want to go to the same 4 dive spots, the same 6 beachside bars, the same 3 ports. While I sail, I think of the treasure, and I think of Elizabeth. I think of the life she deserves. I can't give her my life, constantly being at sea, constantly on the clock. Something has to change. This treasure is the way out. Poppy's funeral was today. Afterwards, I went to the ship and worked. I know there's an answer buried in Lawrence's breadcrumbs. It's right in front of me. Elizabeth stayed beside me all day, long into the evening. She didn't argue with me, just reached for my hand. I wish I could tell her about the footlocker and the items within it. I didn't know they were her family's when I found them, I suppose, but that's not an excuse for continuing to keep them, is it? Someday I'm going to make things right with her. I just hope that, when that happens, she can forgive me. At the funeral, my uncle reminded me that my father used to call me, what does that say? Little Thrond, after the famous, moody sailor of my childhood sagas. It is written that Thrond's heart was ever false. Perhaps I, too, am a liar at my core. I miss him so much. So, Magnus being a very thoughtful person.
Sounds like he's gone through some troubled times lately. Is this a code?
I'm close to figuring out the lock in my quarters. That's the one, I guess, in the closet. The combination is tied back to tidal sounding depth charts. When the locator compass is placed correctly on the chart, 4 numbers will be visible in the locator's holes. Those 4 numbers will open the lock when entered in increasing order. I have half the locator now. Tracing some faint markings at the top of the main mast revealed the total sum of all 4 numbers visible in the locator's holes. So at the top of the crow's nest, I guess the number, what was it, like 86? That means I still need to find at least 2 numbers to be able to locate the correct place to put the locator. 1 number is hidden in Lawrence's antique map on the wall. I need only break this code to see which letters to pin. My search continues for a second number and the other half of the locator. Time is running out. Ominous.
I bet Magnus was in the middle of solving this. Looks like one of these words is scrambled within each row and column.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of scrambled words. I remember doing this one. Start with like the more difficult words, so the longer ones that are going to be like harder to figure out where they are. So I feel like bowsprit is one of the ones that you can figure out pretty easily. Let's see. Because it has to be somewhere with a W. Or actually maybe I'll start with keel haul. So look for K. How many K's are here? 2 K's. The top row. And another K down here. And another K down here. And another K down here. So that's 5 K's to check. Let's see. So I'm going to check both directions, rows and columns. Each 5 of the K's. So this K, there's no H. Can't do it there. There's no A or U in the row. Okay, what about this one? Same problems with that one in the row. And in the column, yeah, just not enough letters. No A, no U. Moving on to the third K, which is down here. Row first. No L in the row. And then column. No A or U. And this one. Can't be the column, because there's no L, there's no a lot of letters. It could be in the row. So, I'm gonna check the last one. There's no L in the row. And there's no U in the column. Okay, so it's definitely... where is it? This one, in the row. So if you left click, the letters get placed in this row section over here, and if you right click, they get put down here in the column. So let's see, key, K-E, E, don't know which, well, it doesn't matter which L. There are 3 L's, just pick randomly. A, U, L, Keelhaul. Did I spell that right? No, I did not. I'm missing the H. There we go. Then once you get it in, it crosses it off from the list. Okay. There's a limited number of K's left, so I'm gonna go to Jack Stay next. So it needs a K and a J. So in this row, no J. In the column, no J. In this column, also no J. This one, no J in the column, J in the row. So it might be that one. I'll come back to that in a sec. And it might also be that one. Let's check further. What other letters are in it? J, A, C, K, S, T, A, Y. Could definitely be that one. What about down here? There's no C, so it's definitely this one up here. So, Jack, Stay. That's good because it used up most of the letters. Okay. And on to the next one. Should I do all the ones with K in it first? Might be easier. Let's see. What other ones have K? Oakum. Weird word. Not quite sure what it means. Looking for an O in a column or row with a K. So, no O in that row, no O in the column. Could be Kedge, I guess, in this one. Over to the next K. No O there. It's those 2 K's. And there's only one more K left, I think. This one down here. There is an O over here, so it's the only one it could be. Oakum. And then we have 2 K's left, and we have Kedge and Rake. This one, there's no D in it, so couldn't be Kedge. Couldn't be Kedge down this way either. So Kedge has to go down this way. Oopsie. Has to be the column. So right click. K. No. E. D. There are 2 G's, so if I run out of letters near the end, I can switch one off of this. Let's try this one. Kedge. And then for the remaining K, it's Rake. But which way is it? Not enough context clues, I think, to know. Oh no, wait, there's no A in the top one. Duh. So, it's the column. R, A, oh, that's K, A, whatever. Even if you put the letters in out of order, it'll switch them back into order. Bam. So don't worry too much about them being in order when you're doing it. So yeah, to do all the K's gets easier, and to do the long words next, so which one's longer, bowsprit or transom? I'll do bowsprit. You need a lot of letters for that. I don't think a lot of them have, well, some of them have W's, but so we're gonna go with W's. Over here. And this one, for jib, moves down to here. Right click. So then this one can go in the row instead of column, spelled bilge. Yay! So then this spells jib very nice. Blech, jib very nicely. This top one can only spell helm. This looks like it spells spar. And I'm gonna need to move some things around for to be able to spell gaff. Curse you, Perry the Platypus. Okay, this G can be moved pretty easily. So, G for catch is up there. And then we need that A. So this A is going to have to go somewhere else from spar. And somehow move this A over. So spar needs another A. Where can it come from? Okay, the only other place to get the A from spar is from here. So then Keelholus needs to move over. Oh, perfect.
Okay,
Ta-da.
looks complete. What can I use this for?
So now we have a random assortment of letters. And that's all from that desk. And I think I'm actually going to stop now, so I've been playing for quite a while, and I'm probably going to have to edit things accordingly. Okay, getting off now. Saving. If you're like, there are a lot of saves on here. Yes, there are. Me and my sisters like to save things as weird names.